I don't know. The one up on, which is
Recording.
Noah's sister,
Yeah.
on Quincy Trail, that,
Yeah.
that took's over.
Yeah, it's sold.
Yeah,
It's sold.
it's on contingent right now.
Yeah, they're moving over on Upland. Chamberlain Highway, they down that near the street, take the right lane and back over there, they built, they have like 4 lots, so. they-
Oh, yeah.
they have it.
Yeah, yeah. Which time is, I think it's 2:04, right, it's not gonna be here? So we know,
We'll probably be late.
all right, Jen, can we start?
Yeah,
Okay, all right, open up December 12th, or no, I'm sorry, we're in the minutes, January 9th, Parks and Rec meeting. Audience citizens. Who,
that's
This is probably
Ally.
Ally.
That's just
oh,
Ally.
that's, okay, so hearing no audience citizens, approval of minutes, motion. All right, Joe,
Come on, Joe.
that's all right.
Everybody was there, guys. Let's go.
Motion to approve minutes. I'll second it.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Thank you. Okay, consent agenda, there is none.
Nope.
Parks and Rec, Debbie?
Debbie's not here. She submitted her report. I think she told you last month that the K through second grade basketball that filled in like hours. And I think the woman just decided to take the people on the wait list. So we don't know what's getting it, so.
I have to say, I went to women's volleyball last night,
Okay.
and, you know, last year, sometimes we were almost like 3-on-3, there weren't enough people. This year, they had 40 people signed up.
Oh, for women's volleyball? Yeah.
Crazy, yeah,
it's
and I asked these
ridiculous.
people, I'm like, where did you all find out about this? Like, oh, online, on the Berlin
I
pages, and
think because it got shared on the Berlin
Yeah,
Box,
it was
because you have like 2
amazing.
generations
That's
now.
great, that's really
Yeah.
good.
it just shows like how many women are looking to do stuff in
Yeah.
town, you know, so anything else
Yeah,
that we
we're
come
really
up
happy
with,
about
boy.
that.
Yeah, now they lost softball, you know, this was the only kind of
Where do they
sporty
play?
thing at McGee, Wednesday nights, yeah, it's like 12 weeks we go.
Years ago, it was just a drop in, then a couple years ago, we changed it to pay for the season. And we thought we'd get pushback, and we didn't, we still got the regular crowd, and this year we opened it up and it just blew up this year.
Sometimes things go a ways a little bit, you know, but this is good. That's
Yeah,
great. Another-
that's great.
another group.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Any other comments? No, hearing none? Parks and Grounds.
Perfect. I want to first start off by thanking Don for all the mentoring and the help over the last 10 or 12 years through my career, working alongside of you. We've butt headed a few times, which I think over a lot of good points, and you've helped me grow to a better supervisor, being able to listen to what people's complaints are. I know you and Donna both helped me through a contentious moment that we had inside the committee, and I personally want to thank you for everything for all the years.
It's a pleasure, my pleasure.
Let's get to the fun part. I think the greatest thing that happened in Parks and Grounds in the month of December is most of you guys haven't been through the shop, but the way the shop used to be, we have a small lunchroom that used to hold about 4 people, and then the remaining 10 people sat outside of the shop. And in amongst all the trucks, the grease, the backhoes, whatever it was, and every morning the truck would start up, somebody would get a cloud of smoke in their face, and DJ came up with the idea is, hey, why don't we take this room, which was our tool room, and transition the tool room into a new lunchroom. So what we did is we moved everything out of the tool room, redesigned the whole entire inside of the shop, took down some lofts that had been there for a lot of years and really made the space extremely useful. Toby came up with a phenomenal idea to buy a hoop house for out the back of our shop. So if you drive by Route 9, you can see this big giant white bubble now. And that's why there's a picture right here.
Yeah.
It'll fit 3 full-size vehicles parked side by side with
Wow.
enough room to get in and out. So our shop went from being not so functional to extremely functional. The guys spent the better part of 3 weeks inside the shop doing everything. So if you guys get a chance, I really encourage you to walk through. Absolutely phenomenal.
I would like to walk through. I was
Yeah.
never invited, so.
You were invited for Shopsgiving and you didn't show.
Well, I couldn't find it, so I was off that day.
But I
Was lunch included in that?
was lunch included?
No, would it be?
Oh, God, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Just tell us what you want. We'll put, I mean, we do Thanksgiving, we do a turkey for Thanksgiving, prime rib for Christmas. You pick.
They usually give you a day's
Yeah,
notice,
yeah.
and then get mad if you had a scheduled day off.
We don't know what the workload might be the day before. Okay, the next thing going into it is we received quite a few complaints regarding the cleanliness of the Sage building in the whole. So the guys went in there, we organized everything, we cleaned everything, we reorganized everything. We took everything that wasn't ours, or we took stuff that had been in there since 1995, and we discarded. So if you walk through Sage Park right now in the building, youth building, the visitor side locker room, the home side locker room, and the back visitors, in the back area itself where Berlin Youth Cross and Berlin Youth Soccer share, the place is immaculate. And our goal for 2025, and Jen has been a huge advocate of this, is we want the mess gone. We're tired of people coming there, leaving their food all over the place. Yeah, I'll pass you, thank you. We're tired of the mice, we're tired of just it being uninvited. So we're really gonna do a great job this year of making sure that people's stuff that's in there stays in there for the certain amount of time and then it goes. Jen and I hopefully are gonna meet before the next meeting to come up with altering the building use policy that states pretty much after your sport is concluded for 7 days, please remove your property. So
Which, that agreement,
Guys didn't have it like that before, like why, like, there's like, so lacrosse, they have a room specifically assigned to them.
Yep.
And it's theirs to use, and you're the only one that use it,
the back room is youth lacrosse and youth soccer.
and
And
then
they share.
they can leave their equipment in there.
Yep, their goals, that kind of stuff stored in there for throughout the. Yep, youth football has their own room, which is holds all their pads, their helmets and stuff. Pretty much each group, I believe now has a Connex box that holds their stuff as well. And it just was years of just stuff piling up, stuff being neglected, everybody pointing the fingers at each other. So collectively, everybody did an amazing job of organizing everything, and that is our goal. That's what the top is. Any questions on that? Okay, perfect. Don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a discussion on moving the Demore Dinda Bittner Junior pool mine. So Charlie Calarisi, the chairperson for Veterans Commission, called me one day and said, hey, can you meet me out there? He said, we believe that this statue belongs next to the Woody Williams statue at Veterans Park. So they reached out to the families and asked them if they would be okay and in favor of taking the current monument that is there, as you pull in, it says the pool, and moving that to Veterans Park, which I don't think anybody would have a problem. The next thing is there's a old placard that was installed probably back in the 1950s or 70s, whenever it was ever erected, that has a piece of brownstone. And the idea is we would like to move that to currently where the big black monument is, granite monument. Just before we put any money into redoing a sign for there, does it still make sense for it to say pool when it's no longer a pool, it's a park? So with your blessing,
And the families, because the pool was named for them.
the family's completely, Charlie has taken all the conversations with the family. I think we would like to come up with a new plaque, put it there, rededicate it, instead of saying pool, it says park. Because we were pretty confident that there'll never be a pool again, and why spend a couple $100 on a
Right,
sign
right.
that won't be out. So what I'd like to do over the next month, if you guys are okay with it, is come up with a design and a diagram, working with the Veterans Commission, that what the sign and park would be then for, and whatever the next steps are. we can do.
So there'll still be the plaque there with, it will still be Demore Dinda Junior, Bittner Junior.
Right, I would imagine we would just,
Complex or whatever.
Just call it Park Complex.
yeah, whatever,
Something like that.
whatever you guys
Park
decide. Yep. Charlie said he was gonna talk to you as well.
I haven't heard from.
He said you've got a soft spot for him. I said, good. So yes, we don't know when it's gonna happen, but we'll keep you informed on it. I know they were gonna reach out to Dora Construction to see if Dora Construction would do the work at Veterans Park to prep the area for the fires.
He's talked to all the families.
Charlie and Dick Benson have taken it completely under their wing. They've done all the legwork, they've done all the back work, and everybody as of right now is 100%.
I have a question. So has any thought been given, try to widen the parking lot? And I'm wondering if that circle could be removed. I was there today and I was looking, go a little bit closer to pool as well.
Part of the feasibility study is looking at parking.
All right, so I mean,
That's what Luke
I'm just
talked about.
saying that if you could just extend it a little bit, there could be an opportunity to maybe put parking spaces. I don't know how much the town has for those, the families on the property there. There's an opportunity to go that way, and there's probably an opportunity to go, I don't know, maybe 6 feet closer to the, or more, closer to the tennis courts. That you could put a center lane in there all the way down. I don't know if it's feasible, I'm just saying. So it might put in play, you know, where you're gonna put the new placard.
Everything would be currently where it is now with the American flag, the boxwoods, the center focal, when you turn onto Wilcox Court, everything would still be in that.
Because
line of
it's
sight.
centered as you're coming down the street.
Right.
That's the first thing you see,
Yeah.
right?
No, yeah. It's just that there's a lot of space in it.
There is.
And
But
you only have
that'll-
one handicap parking space, you probably should move it like over toward the pool areas. Like yes, it's, of course, you know, it goes down to not 80.
Something to think about.
Yeah, good idea. Percival Field, we know the survey was completed. We're waiting for that report to come back. US Pitch Care has been out doing some, little bit of site work here, a little bit of site work there. We're still waiting for the as-built. Still working with Dr. Henderson to come up with a sustainable turf program for that field after it's been constructed. It's a very slow process, especially coming into winter, but we will come back to you next month to report on it. You want to touch base on the feasibility?
Feasibility study, we met with Luke today to prepare for council. The hope is to go to council on the 21st. However, somehow Luke had it in his mind that it was the 28th. So I just emailed him as I realized that after we met with him this morning. I just emailed him this afternoon saying, oh my God, we have to have things in by next Tuesday, not the following Tuesday for council on the 21st. So I'm waiting to hear back from him, but our hope is to go on the 21st with all the final estimates.
So we're shooting for I cannot be there on the 21st.
Because that's also when Kevin's presenting the bond, which he's putting the money in there for the bond, basically have council make a decision on if they want to do it or not.
It's also a presentation from the crowd.
So, prior to submitting to the council, the new presentation or whatever, you guys will have a chance to review it with him, make sure.
Oh yeah, he's gonna send it to us. It's pretty
You-
much the presentation he did with you guys, with just the prices factored out into 4 categories, demolition.
Yeah, all the breakdown.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, it's
Construction.
4
How about
breakdowns.
How about the water? The splash pad, he was thinking.
It was something we asked, we had, like I said, we don't have the results yet, but
I'm sorry?
we don't have the results yet, but yeah, that's something we had asked for.
Well, so we don't know whether or not we would go with tanks or runoff water.
We have not yet. We haven't made that final decision. We're still doing some legwork on this part. I mean, he deals a lot of customers with MDC, not connecting the water or Berlin water, where our Berlin water is treated differently than Worthington or Kensington.
Is there a big price difference? Do we know? Did he come back with anything?
He
No,
hasn't given
the,
us prices yet.
the big price difference on the town side is if it goes into irrigation or pool water, we don't pay a sewer tax. So that would be the difference of finding out what cost savings it would be from recirculating the water to not recirculating. And depending on the elements we get, if we have a low volume splash pad that says uses 100 gallons a minute, is different than a high volume splash pad, where if you've seen the ones that have the big giant buckets of water that dump 250 gallons of water every 5 minutes. So that's where you decide what elements you want, because you can put more power behind the elements and get a larger spray with reducing the volume of water. So the larger elements with the larger pumps use a lot more water, but if you reduce the nozzle side, it will still give you the wow effect. Kind of like when we went to Veterans Park with going with smaller nozzles in the same size pump, it shoots 30 feet in the air, 30 to 45 feet in the air, where the old one, didn't have the wow. But this one has more power and is a smaller motor. So it's, we can dial it down and adjust it. That concludes the Park and Rec report.
Anybody have questions, comments?
I know that there were some questions or comments that you made back to the gentleman about making sure that he was prepared. Hopefully he took some of those comments.
Yeah, he took notes that night, yeah.
You gave some good ideas.
Yeah, I,
Yeah, the water being one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
with the money that we're talking, we know it's gonna be a battle. We just gotta make sure that we're all talking the same. We go in and go for it. And push, need everybody supporting.
Anybody know what the estimated bond is gonna be for?
I think Kevin's shooting for 5 million, which covers the majority of what we want to do.
Needs to be on, yeah, that around.
But, you know, before we're gonna get any type of bond, like, you know, I mean, you got finance committee, you got town council. and it's gonna be a real fight, and it's gonna take 4 meetings going back and forth. Unless the mayor is able to, support this thing very strongly. Because there's other things that are coming up, so. All right, anything else?
I do just want to say thank you to Don and Joe. You've both put in a number of years here and you've been very supportive of myself, Steve and Debbie, so. We will miss you, but I totally get it, so. Thank you for the time you've put in.
I mean, from my perspective, I think this committee has done a lot over the years that I've been part of it. We've seen tremendous growth in the council itself, in this committee. I mean, based off of when I originally started. There was some folks on the council that really did.
I've only heard stories.
Yeah, whatever the case. This council has done a really tremendous job. I'm grateful for being part of it, you know, but it's just time for me to concentrate on me. Because I haven't done that in a long time, but it's now time. I appreciate all your support as well. It's been a lot of fun, so.
Yeah, it has been a lot of fun. And I'm a firm believer in this community support. The advocating, supporting activities in the community. So I think there's been a lot of successes. I hope there will be a lot more as we go forward. So I'll always be supportive. So, but it's been a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, Joe.
So I just want to say, it's really been an honor. Joe, you've been here for 6 years. I look back and it's like, wow.
How are you?
7?
No, she's probably talking about something.
All right, we'll give you whatever it
I'm gonna
is. She
mute
can't even number, but it's all right. But you appreciate you making the effort and the time. You did a lot with boosters before. You came in and appreciate all the work that you've done with us, supporting us all the way through. And Don, it's been 20 years.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And I came after Don, but way back when we started, and Steve would have his big board with stickies all over, he'd have his notes telling us what's going on, we'd be just sitting there. But through all the years, all the improvements, there's been a lot of, some frustrations on the different councils, we've been through 10 town councils. And, you know, we've learned from each one of them, but I think, overall, I've learned such a great deal from you. You're a consummate professional, you're a great friend, you're a trusted advisor. And much appreciated, and that's why you're so successful in everything that you do, and you've done it throughout the years for all the youth and here for the town. And I'm just eternally grateful. And I'm glad to have you by my side for so many years, so thank you.
And no one would ever beat us at the line things over at the VFW.
Well, oh my God, that's right. Oh,
So
boosters,
Donna and I used to be at the boosters
yeah,
line test.
right,
And we would be giving up classes. But we were.
tag team.
We were tag team. I don't know, she was getting louder than me and I was trying to get louder than her, and we go right around.
We made a lot of money, a lot of money.
You know?
We said, give us your cash.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We had a
that's
lot of
right.
fun.
Totally forgot that,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had a.
What a joy, what a joy.
So thank you all very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom. Very kind words.
So thank you, and you know, it's just not gonna be the same, but we appreciate all the effort. We look forward to new members coming in and joining our commission. And we'll move forward. So with that,
I'll make the motion. Not going to. And I'll second.
There you
I'll
go.
make the motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
and seconded by Chuck. All right, with that, thank you very much.
All approved
Okay.
for the morning? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.